Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, sellssi. Tonight is the Europa League game between Bayer Leverkusen, Bundesliga winners, and Kudus Mohammed's West Ham United. The first leg ended in a 2-0 loss for West Ham United. Kudus and his teammates will look to overcome the German champions, who are yet to lose a game throughout the whole season. It's going to be a daunting task, and we'll see whether they can pull through. We're bringing updates on that. But today, we're going to focus on a former employee of the Ghana Black Stars, the coach that is Chris Hughton. He's set to be named as the head coach of the Irish national team, the Republic of Ireland national team. We'll hear what fans are saying and what the expectations are as Chris Hughton gets his next big job after the Black Stars job ended in disappointment at the African Cup of Nations. We're also going to talk about the under-17 team, Ghana under-17 team. They've appointed and confirmed Lai Kingston as the next head coach. We'll look at the itinerary, and Ghana's Dondo Drum finds a home in the FIFA Museum. We'll look at all that today, but as usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and click on that notification bell to get more updates. Our football merch links are in the description. I'll pin it here as the first comment as well. It goes a long way to help the channel bring you amazing content as well. We'll jump right into it, and first start off from Coach Chris Hughton, who is set to be named as the next head coach of the national team of the Republic of Ireland. He's on a flight. Well, yesterday he was on a flight from London to Dublin. This morning, sparking hopes he will conclude a deal to become the new head coach of the Republic of Ireland. Irish fans are not really enthusiastic about his appointment, but their search for a new coach has encountered intense scrutiny and delays, with the former Ghana coach emerging as a prominent candidate. Hughton, who was relieved of his duties by Ghana earlier this year following a disappointing African Cup of Nations campaign, has suddenly become the front-runner for the Irish job. Despite previous announcements by the Football Association of Ireland indicating an early April unveiling for the new manager, the process has dragged on for over 5 months, leaving the timeline uncertain. Recent hints suggested an announcement by the end of the week, yet clarity remains elusive. Amidst the backdrop, Hughton's odds of securing the position has significantly shortened, with bookmakers now favoring him 9-4. Reports suggest that discussion between the FAI and the former Brighton boss has been rekindled, fueling speculation about his potential appointment. Hughton earned 53 caps for Ireland during his playing career, has a long-standing connection with the national team, having made his debut in 1979. However, his candidacy has been marred by criticism stemming from his tenure with Ghana, where he faced challenges during the recent African Cup of Nations. And the Irish fans are not really enthused about getting Coach Chris Hughton. Some of them are saying, you literally couldn't write this. After all this, we get Chris Hughton. Bring back Stephen Kenny, for fuck's sake, if you're going to down the Hughton road. Chris Hughton, Jesus. He will get us to the World Cup, sack him in the group stage, and then we go on to win it. Chris Hughton, I'd love to know what's going on behind the scenes with this manager hunt. If Canham chooses Hughton, then he might as well just resign. Hughton's days as a decent manager are long gone. Don't know how anyone would watch his Ghana side, and then say that's what we want. Laughable. If they do, they'll never be able to show their face in the stadium or with fans again. Like never. Embarrassments. Just yeah, already failed here. Clear to say that most of the Irish fans are not happy with the appointment of Coach Chris Hughton, considering what he did with the Ghana national team, and it's not far from their expectations. They have the right to be looking at his last job and see how he did, and use that to judge him. Some would say, don't do that, it's not fair, it's different players, different circumstances. But how else will they be able to measure if he can do well with the Irish national team, if not for his last job? But Coach Chris Hughton is a front runner for the Irish job. We wish him all the very best, and hope that he probably can turn a new leaf with the Irish Republic of Ireland national team. Our next story has to do with another coaching appointment. Former Ghana winger Larry Kingston confirmed as the new head coach of the Black Starlets. Despite being with the team since 2022, the former Heart of Oak player was working as assistant to Dreams FC's Abdul Karim Zito. However, the executive committee of the GFA has decided to hand him the role of head coach for the junior national team. Kingston will be assisted by former House of Oak star Jacob Neti and Nana Jima, who holds a CAF License A and UEFA License B certificate. The latter worked with Adenta United, Barbarossa Academy, the Lizzie Sports Complex Academy, and Progen Football Club. The team has been preparing ahead of the WAFU Under 17 Cup of Nations, which will be played in Ghana. The Black Starlets are expected to travel to Russia for an Under 17 Invitational later this month as part of preparations for the WAFU Championships, which is in May. The Black Starlets are eyeing a return to the Under 17 African Cup of Nations for the first time since 2017, and that was the competition in which Kudus Mohammed and Emmanuel Danso, who he has recently recommended to be scouted by West Ham United, they played there in that under 17 African Cup of Nations, and they went on to the under 17 World Cup. Unfortunately, it did not end well for Ghana. He is advocating for West Ham United to consider recruiting Emmanuel Danso, a defensive midfielder currently playing for Norwegian side Strom Gordets. The 23-year-old Ghanaian international holds Danso in high regard, describing him as one of the best players he has ever had the privilege to play with. I've known him for a long time, back from our days in Ghana. Emmanuel Danso is truly exceptional. He possesses all the qualities you'd want in a defensive midfielder: solid defensively, excellent passing, and is comfortable with both feet. Although Danso may not be widely recognized yet, Kudus believes he has the potential to make a significant impact at a club like West Ham United. Trust me, once you see him play, you understand why I'm recommending him. He's a hidden gem, and I genuinely believe he could thrive in the Premier League, Kudus emphasized. And I have to say, beside all the footballing reasons he's giving, Kudus is an amazing friend to have in your corner. What a way to help push Emmanuel Danso's stock. Right now, everyone will be searching for him and looking for him, and looking at what Kudus Mohammed has seen that is making him speak highly of him like that. And just like that, he could probably be onto a next big move. We'll see what happens on that front. But Emmanuel Danso is someone Kudus Mohammed wants us all to turn our heads and look at. And that has been it for today. Chris Hughton set to be named as the Republic of Ireland head coach. Talking about that, fans are not happy about his appointment. Also talking about Larry Kingston being named as the under 17 coach, and also looking at Kudus Mohammed's recommendation of Emmanuel Danso. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.